Hi guys, Karenne Styles. I'm here again. I know I've been missing for a bit. I've been very busy doing tanning and makeup and all that, but I'm back and I brought you this beautiful look. It's a summer look done with the Morphe 35O palette and I'm super excited. It came out very nice. I think you guys will like it. It's very bronzy, very summer. I really was excited when I saw the end result, so I hope you guys like it too. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's do this. Let's start with this summer look right now, and we're gonna start priming our face. I'm using the aftershave balm. Nikki Tutorials told about this, so I love this. It really helps. By the way, I just got my lashes done with the Lash Studio and I'm in love with them. They look so sassy. Very. So I'm gonna use, for foundation, I'm gonna use the Illumination from It's Cosmetics. I love this foundation. It gives you like a dewy look. So we're gonna use this a little bit and we're gonna put this in the entire face. I do cover my dark circles a little bit with it because, you know, mama has dark circles. I'm gonna put this in the entire face. Don't forget your neck, the ears. I like it because it doesn't feel that heavy. What I do circular motions and really buff the product inside of my skin so it looks flawless. I put a little bit on my lids, once again, my dark circles. So you should have something like this with the foundation. Looks pretty good. For this look, I don't need much coverage. It's just to give me some like smoothness in my skin, pretty much, and I just want to glow. So summertime, you know. I'm gonna color correct my dark circles with the Ultra HD Coverage Invisible. This is like a orangey color corrector from Makeup Forever, and I'm just gonna put a little bit. I don't want to put too much because I don't want to make it too cakey in my under eyes, but I need to do this step because my dark circles are so dark and deep that if I don't do this, it will show up. You see, it looks like a peach color. Just a little bit on my lid too. If you dark circles are in your lid too, you have to do this step as well in your lids. If you do any primer for your eyelids with no color or anything, it would not work for you. So you really have to use color corrector, and I always recommend like a peachy or orangey look if you have such a deep dark circles. There's nothing special how to put it on. You just basically want to cover exactly where you have the dark circles or any spot that you want to cover, and that's basically what you want to do. Obviously blend it up, blend, and it should look something like this. You see, it's already looking better. Doesn't look that orangey because this one is more settled. There's some of them, and then there's some products that really like look orange, but this one is very subtle. And then I'm gonna use this concealer. It's from Makeup Forever and it's the shade Y31. This concealer is very good. I really like it. So I'm just putting a little bit. Like I said, I don't want anything too cakey in my face today. I do a little bit of the V shape. Also, I have like a deep hollow under eye, so for me to really like not accentuate that, I cannot just put it over here. I need to bring it down, otherwise it will look like a circle, like a white circle, and it doesn't look good. So you just want to cover the entire thing. I do like a V shape, that way we don't accentuate that deep hollow under my eye. Yeah, I have difficult eyes, but you know, we deal with what we have. And I also shape my eyebrows with my concealer and use this like a primer for my lids so they get prepared for eyeshadow. I cannot use regular primers, eyelid primers. It's just, it doesn't work for me. I prefer concealer 100 times. And then I'm gonna take the same foundation brush that I use and I'm just gonna blend it with my foundation. I like to do this step, really, it brings everything together. And you should have something like this. Your concealer, your color corrector, and you put your foundation. It's good to go. To set up my under eye area, I'm gonna use It's Cosmetic, and this is Bye Bye Pores. This setting is just a white powder. It's a translucent powder, and I feel like it really helped me like to really also hide my underlines under my eyes, because I have a little bit of lines down there, and if I don't set it and if I put too much powder, it also look cakey. So this one is really good, and I just put a little bit. I go back and forward, circle motion. I do different steps so they don't set in the lines, so they just, you know, circle motion a couple times. And that's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna set my entire face. I'm gonna use It's Cosmetics again, and this is the CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder in the shade medium. And I'm gonna take my E41 from Morphe, and I'm just gonna set my entire face. If you have like a top like this, you want to cover also everything. And today I'm gonna use the Shade and Light from Kat D, and from this I'm gonna use a mix of this two. One is more cool and one was more warm, so I really like to mix it and I get the perfect look. So I'm gonna mix, and I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna contour my cheeks, so I go from top of my ear here and I go down, and then when I get here I just sweep a little bit up so it looks like it's lifting my cheekbone. You see, you want to have something like that. And I'm using the Morphe E5 to contour my face, and that's pretty much I want for my cheeks. And then my forehead, I don't have a big forehead, I just do a little bit of my sides up, and I just keep this pretty light. I have like a medium forehead. And then I want the jawline, of course, so I look skinnier. Showing all the tricks. Also, when you do the line, you want to cover a little bit, then cover this over the wax. Try not to put it too hard, too much powder, so it doesn't look like you have another color down here, but you definitely want to do this step so you don't look like you have a double chin. And then to contour my nose, I use the Morphe E45, and in this point I'm gonna use the cool tone shade. I don't like to put warm tone in my nose because they make it more noticeable. So I just technically put it a little bit and I just drag it upward like this. You see how already looks better. Let me try to do it in front of the camera like this. And if you think you went a little bit harsh, you go back to the E5 and just blend, so it doesn't look that harsh. Alright guys, for blush I'm gonna use Morphe, and this is palette 9B. It's a brush palette. Has those beautiful colors, and I think for today's makeup look I'm gonna use this one in the corner. I just want to be like, this is gonna be very like brownish colors. And then for highlight, I'll do my best highlight. I love this highlight. This is the collaboration from Jack and Hill with Becca. And of course, I'm gonna use Champagne Pop. Yeah, it's been a dead in my family, Pearl dye, but I'm using Champagne Pop today. And I'm using any fan brush. And I'm just gonna put it right here. I know. Bring it to me. Whoever tell you that's a lot of highlighting, tell them not to look at you. I already did my eyebrows off camera. I used the Anastasia, and this is called the dark brown brow definer. So that's why they're a little bit bushy right now, so I'm sorry about that. I haven't had time to get them done, but soon. So for my eyes, I'm gonna use it strictly the Morphe 35O. That's what I came up with. So just stay tuned to see this. We're gonna use our transition color. I'm gonna use a mix of this color and also this color. I'm gonna use a Morphe M441 as a blending brush, and we're just gonna mix those colors, and we're gonna put in our crease area right here. So you're gonna go sweeping motion back and forward. This color, you can be messy. It's a transition color, so I really don't need anything precise. I just don't bring it up to my brow, but it goes pretty high. And then I put it in my inner corners, outer corners, circle motion and sweeping motion back and forth. Now my Morphe E22, and I'm gonna mix this color and this color for my crease auto V shape. So I'm mixing those two. This is more dense small brush, and I'm just gonna put it in the outer V, and I'm just gonna keep it in the outer eye, in the outer corner, and I'm just doing the same that I did with the other color, just not bringing it upward, just keeping it over there, and then a little bit to the middle, and just keeping it like that. So because it looks too dark, I'm gonna go over with my transition colors. I don't want to really lose that transition color, so I'm just gonna go over, same motion and just blend that color that I just put in. And you should have something like that. Now I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is a gorgeous color. It's like a gold, but it has a little bit of pink undertone. So that's what I'm gonna use for my lid. But I'm gonna use the trick to wet them with my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, just to intensify that foil. It's a little bit foiled. So I'm gonna wet my brush. I dip it in first so I don't ruin my shadows. And then I spray and I just put it on top. And this is gonna be strictly to my eyelid. Just put it down, like tap it in. Any more color. And you see how intense already this look? It really is so gorgeous. You just need to blend. I put a little bit of color, so I dip it back in the color, and that's what you should have. I didn't put much of it. I think it's for summer. You don't need much. You're outside, it's hot. You don't need like a full face. You just need something subtle, but it looks pretty at the same time. I was in the fence to use eyeliner, but you know what, I love eyeliner, so I'm trying something new today. I got this from the Lash Studio because I have new eyelashes. They recommend me to use this because it's a water based one, so I'm gonna use this to line. This is pretty good. I really like it. I got my liner done, and we're gonna coat. This is new for me too. This mascara is from the Amazing Lash Studio too. I'm just trying to protect these lashes that I just got on, so I'm using this. It's supposed to be water based, so they don't get ruined. Let me tell you, I'm so impressed. They look so beautiful. So, alright, I didn't do my lower lash, so we can finish this look with that. So I'm gonna use the same blending brush, the M441, and I'm gonna take the same color for my transition color that I use in my eyes, and I'm just gonna put it in the lower lash. I just have to do this. It really covers my under eye lines over here and brings the whole look together. It looks like it belongs. And then I take the E11 and I take the same dark colors that I use in the top, and I just line over here. It's like my liner. I really don't use liner in my waterline. I have problems with my eyes, so I really prefer to stay away from it. Alright, so for finish this look, I'm gonna use, for my lips, I'm gonna use Areas from Ofra Cosmetics. This was the collaboration with Manny and Murray, so I'm gonna use this. So that's it, guys. Before I go, we need to set up our face. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Alright guys, this is the final look. I hope you like this summer look using the Morphe palette, and I'm very happy how it came up with. So stay tuned for more videos.